So I'm about to give you every answer for life that you could ever need or want, really. The thing is, good luck. Well, maybe not. Maybe you don't need luck. You don't need luck. This shit ain't luck. It is what it is, but this is not something I'm going to speak these words. It's going to register probably, and you're going to be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's right. And then, but let's try anyway. That's shit you got to realize. So, first off the bat, you're going to, all this is bullshit. And I don't mean this in a negative, rude way. Politics is bullshit. Religion is bullshit. Spirituality is bullshit. Human history is bullshit. It's just something for you to get caught up into. So, I mean, everyone, listen, I'm talking Buddha, Jesus, Muhammad, I'm talking everything. I'm talking Hinduism. Whatever you want to say here is bullshit. Quite literally bullshit. Jesus, Lucifer, it's all bullshit. The God, it's bullshit. Now, I'm not speaking these words to you and wanting you to think that I'm like an atheist or whatever. There is a higher power. There's something watching out for you. There's something watching us pretty fucking close and has your back every step of the way. But is that God? Well, you decide that. So, this right here, if you can understand this, is going to save you a lot of bullshit. Straight off the bat. Who determines what's right or wrong, good or bad? You. What's the difference between heaven and hell? This is the one you need to this is the one. What's the difference between heaven and hell? Perspective. That's it. What is the thing making you suffer in life? What is it? You. Your thoughts. The way you look at everything. So, who determines what's easy and hard in life? You. What makes something hard or easy? There's no difference in the effort, whether. So, for an example, let's just say you want to play the guitar, or the piano, or the drums, or whatever. If you believe it's easy, it will be easy for you. If you believe it's hard, it will be hard. The work only differs based upon your belief system and the way you approach something. That's it. So, why can't life be a fairy tale? Why can't life be full of love and magic in a fairy tale? Well, it can be. But why isn't it, you might ask? Well, because you believe it can't be. You believe it's too good to be true. What is the one thing that will ruin every fucking thing in your life? You. How is that possible? Overthinking. Why do you overthink? Because you're caught up in a shit show, for one. I'm not saying you are, but it'll save you a lot of time if you understand this. Overthinking, and it's connected to the past. It's connected to programs, and you giving a fuck what anyone thinks of you, or trying to amount to something here, or trying to prove something to anyone. Don't prove. Who are you proving anything to? Is a real question. Who are you proving something to? There's only like a handful of people I would suggest even trying to prove anything to, ever, point blank period, and that's yourself and your family. That's it. Who gives a fuck, honestly? Beyond that, who gives a fuck? And that's the point you got to get to, is who gives a fuck? You got to get your focus on what's important in life. It's perspective, heaven and hell. The only difference is perspective. Get your priorities in order, get your perspective right, and there you go. So, God damn it. The next thing I'm getting ready to speak, aside from the perspective and the belief system, which is very important, because, again, let's go back to fairy tales and magic and love, and this being super fucking easy. Realize you come up with the reasons in your mind why it can't be, why it shouldn't be, why it couldn't be. If you just drop this shit right here, right now, that is called letting the past go. That is called dropping your bags. That is called coming home. You're going to realize you've literally been telling yourself a story, and you created a character in your own mind. And you went along with it. And then you got sucked into bullshit out here and went along with that. So, now the next thing is important. Very, 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 very fucking important. I wouldn't suggest learning this the way I learned it. So listen to me carefully. Whatever you think you want in life, you already have it. I'm not talking material shit. I'm not talking any of this. Because you will reach a point where you don't give a fuck about that. And then the point where you don't give a fuck about it is normally the point where it just comes to you magically. But what I'm really talking about is what you want in life you already have is your family. Your family, listen to me carefully. Your family, the people in your life. So, the rest of this you got to make your own mind up about. What is death? What is a human? I'm still waiting for someone to tell me what a human is. I'm still waiting for someone to tell me what enlightenment is. I'm still waiting for someone to tell me all this, because there's not an answer to it. And then when you start asking people that claim they know, you'll quickly realize and understand they don't know a goddamn thing. Probably yourself included, if you want to be honest. So, you can't verify anything that happened before this. Unless you start remembering, you cannot verify things that happen after this. You are quite literally playing a motherfucking mind game with yourself. So realize that. You can trust yourself, and you can trust reality. That's something you need to realize. So, what's the only difference between the dream state and the enlightenment or awake state, you might ask? Well, you got your fucking priorities in order, and you quit telling yourself ghost stories. That's fucking it. Then you allow miracles in. That's it. So, this stuff you have to make your own mind up about. You can't just believe me because I'm speaking these words to you. You can't just... I don't know. I'm just being brutally honest. I have worked with so many people doing this, myself included. There's only been one fucking person that has understood this to any level that actually can make huge amounts of progress and actually can let this click without believing me. Or just... That's one person. And I'm going to give a shout out to them. Shout out to Luca Lanigan from Australia. What's up, brother? That's it. And I'm not like being any type of way, but being honest. Like, well, I take that back. Sean, what's up? If you're watching Sean Rounding Edges, I believe is his channel name. This dude got it. So, it appears he got it anyway. Hadn't talked to him in a minute, but... So... Make your own mind up. Make your own mind up. I can tell you some things right now before I end this that will save you a lot of bullshit. Again, just like the beginning, if you listen to me. This is not heaven, this is not hell. This is not, again, the heaven and hell in this scenario is perspective. It can be right here, right now. That's it. But your mind's going to tell you that you're in actual heaven. Then you're going to think you're in hell. Then you're going to think you're in a prison planet. Then you're going to think you're in a simulation. Then you're going to think you're in some, whatever your mind tells you. And you can convince yourself of anything and start to believe it, and then it will present it to you out here in reality. So, it is none of that. So you're saying, well, what the fuck is this then? Is it a dream? What does it matter? This is the point you need to understand and reach. What does it matter? What does it matter if this is a dream? What does it matter if it's a simulation? What does it matter? Enjoy it. Right? So let's just pretend you live to be 80 years old and you fucking die and you leave this place. Or let's just pretend you die at 40. I don't fucking know or care, but I do care. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. But listen to me. What are you going to do? Not enjoy any of it? Tell yourself crazy shit and worry about things that are not important or that matter? So again, let's go to other people, because this is going to save you a lot of bullshit too. Well, are there other people or are there not other people? You know, that's the $100 million question. There is other people in your direct experience. So treat that as such. To the other thing that is going to save you a lot of bullshit with other people. Who gives a fuck what they say or think? Because a lot of the things you believe other people think is assumptions and judgments. It's just you thinking that. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? I personally don't care what anyone thinks of me, other than myself, my wife, my 2 kids. I don't. And that's the point you probably need to get to. Who cares? So I just gave you every answer to every question that life will ever throw at you. What's the most important thing? Well, here's another one. What's the most important thing? Love. Being kind to yourself and other people. Loving others. Forgiveness, grace. That's it. The rest of it's up to you. I mean, I gave you every answer to every fucking question that's even going to cross your path or is significance or anything right there. Gave you every answer. So, abracadabra. It's a game of form in the play of life. I'm here talking to you. And this is what we do. We create illusions, have an experience, tell a story, snap out of this and actually live life. So, I love you. Welcome home. Glad you're back.